both to the local community,
bless the management and the staff who work responsibly towards the completion of this project. Here, to inaugurate and bless the function. 1. We pray for our dear
constant vigil over us with gratitude and warrior against all forms of injustice. He is very much acclaimed by universities in many countries. In the truest sense of the word, conditionally, Sri Thomas George Muthoot, Director of Muthoot, our provincial superior, has been my guiding light and my mentor. The progress made by any
teaching and learning and evaluation process through radio. They make use of radio for consultancy.
Shri Anil Kumar, Honorable Mayor of Kochi, Shri High Baden, Honorable Member of Parliament Ernakulam, Sister Vinita, Manager and Provincial St. Teresa's College, Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, Vice Chancellor Mahatma Gandhi University, Shri Thomas George Muthoot, Director, Muthoot FinCorp Limited, Dr. Lizzie Matthew, Principal St. Teresa College, Dr. Lata Nair, Head Department of English, Matu Vishishtatithi Kale, Piriyapetta Vidyarthini Kale, Adhyapakare, Suhitu Kale, Kochi St. Teresa's College India Radio Station Kochi 90 FM Udghatanam Cheyan Atiyaya Santosham Undu. I am delighted to inaugurate Radio Kochi 90 FM, the community radio station set up at St. Teresa's College, an autonomous college affiliated to Mahatma Gandhi University. First, I would like to congratulate all those who have worked hard to establish a community radio station in this campus by utilizing the opportunity provided by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. The St. Teresa's College, which is managed by the Carmelite Sisters of St. Teresa, has been rendering invaluable service in the sphere of women's education since 1925. As the first aided college for women in Kerala, St. Teresa's College has upheld the faith that there is no better way to empower and enlighten women than through education. The college has been following a simple but significant formula: education leads to enlightenment and enlightenment leads to empowerment. This is evident in the excellent results scored by the students of this college in examinations and co-curricular activities. On this happy occasion, let me also recall the lofty ideals of the illustrious founder of this college, Mother Teresa of Saint Rose of Lima, and bow my head in her sacred memory. The Reverend Mother had viewed education as the most powerful weapon of social change, and she desired that institutions must be committed to enriching the lives of students by empowering them through a humanizing and liberating process. It is through such a process that students become agents of transformation and development and respond positively to the concerns and conflicts inherent in today's world. I am happy that this philosophy of Mother Teresa finds a modern expression through the community radio, which enables the students to be involved in the life of the community around the institution. Radio was one of the most powerful inventions of the 20th century, and it continues to be popular even in the internet era, with many radio channels available on the web. The Canadian philosopher and communication theorist Marshall McLuhan has said, radio affects most people intimately, person to person, offering a world of unspoken communication between the writer and listener. India, which has one of the largest radio networks in the world, has been a classic example in the use of radio for creating awareness, promoting culture and literacy, and furthering unity and social development. I am told that in Kerala, All India Radio had popularized a new rice variety which finally came to be known as Radio Ari or Radio Rice. Such is the power of radio. Today there are many universities which use radio for distance teaching, discussion and analysis of materials and for social discourses. The starting of Radio Kochi 90 FM is both an opportunity and a responsibility. I am told that already college has started airing COVID alerts, positive messages, talks by doctors, which are shared by the district administration and the state and central health departments. I am happy that this community radio, which is the only coastal community radio in Ernakulam, would fulfill its social responsibility by regularly disseminating information beneficial to the community, focusing on the theme of coastal area management. And it is very thoughtful of college to have developed a mobile application for Radio Kochi, since the internet allows people to listen to even the narrowcast of a community radio anywhere in the world. The German dramatist Bertolt Brecht has addressed radio in a poem, "You little box held to me when escaping, so that your walls should not break, carried from house to ship, from ship to train, so that my enemies might go on talking to me. Promise me not to go silent all of a sudden. My request to this college is not to let the Radio Kochi 90 ever go silent, because it is a social responsibility you have happily undertaken, and its motto says, forever with you. Since this is a college for women, it would not be out of place to dwell a little more on the education of girls, which has always been an indicator of the progress all over the world.
But for the concepts and the anecdotes,
Today we have progressed in education and achieved social indicators at par with the developed world. Yet our beloved state of Kerala was recently in the news for wrong reasons. That is, tragic deaths owing to the meanness of dowry. Giving and taking dowry are criminal punishable offenses. More than that, it is grave injustice and ignominy to the dignity of women whose contribution to Kerala's growth are widely acknowledged. Respect for women is an ideal that elevates a society to noble levels of social welfare. It has been said, Yatra Naryastu Pujyante Ramante Tatra Devta Yatre Tastu Na Pujyante Sarvastra Traphala Kirya. The divine are exceedingly happy where women are respected. Where they are not, all actions become fruitless. Quite sadly, though we know how to treat women as a mother, as a sister, as a wife, but many of us show ignorance when it comes to treat a woman as a woman. The idea that dowry is an evil, this awareness is already there in the society. But we have to embrace, we need to embrace this idea in a way that social sanctions can be built against the taking and giving of dowry. Therefore, I have decided, and I announced it day before yesterday, that I shall write to all the public representatives, right from honorable members of parliament to the panchayat level, that when they receive an invitation to attend a marriage, they must try to ascertain from their own sources whether there has been any demand for dowry and the demand has been accommodated. And in case they find so, then I am appealing to them to decline the invitation and say so publicly. Professor Sabu just now mentioned, we have decided to involve our vice chancellors in this campaign, because in fact in the meeting with the vice chancellors, I quoted a ancient Greek teacher who said, give me a child for 7 years and then let God or devil take charge of him, even they cannot change him. This is the importance of the teachers. These are the formative years when young men and women, they spend with you. I have often seen my own son when he was in St. Columbus in Delhi. Then he continuously argued with his mother for 10-15 minutes. She was telling him something about the lesson, and he said, no, man has said it is like this. Was not ready to listen to the parents. This is the impact and influence of the teachers. Now, teachers can use their good offices not only to give knowledge to these youngsters, girls or boys, but they can also impart values to them, ethical values to them. The girls can be trained in a manner where if they come to know that marriage proposal is accompanied with a demand for dowry, then she can even turn down the pressure of the parents and say no to such marriage proposals. Kerala, the most literate state in the country. Kerala, which has the highest number of women who are working women. Their contribution to the growth of the Kerala society is acknowledged by everybody. It is absolutely unacceptable that in this society, which has so much literacy, awareness, all helpful indicators, here any girl should lose her life because she is being harassed for dowry. And I must share it with you that I had merely, in my letter, I had merely suggested that before a candidate receives his or her degree, must be asked to sign a bond, a declaration that I shall not be party to this evil practice. But very positive suggestions came from the vice chancellors. They said that why only the candidates for the degree? The most anxious time for the parents is when their children have applied for admission to the university or college. At that point of time, even the parents can be asked to sign a bond. Purpose is not to make it legally binding. Purpose is to create awareness. Awareness is there. But this awareness should be taken to a level where social sanctions can be built against it. That is, even if you indulge in this, then even your neighbors look down upon you. The law alone cannot root out the social evils. The laws on gender justice, against dowry, against domestic violence are very strong laws. In fact, governments have to be careful that they are not abused. And about Kerala police, I can say without any fear of being contradicted, that Kerala police is proactive. They don't just do their duty. They go out of their way to help women, to pursue these cases. But these laws and police, they come into picture only when after a crime has been committed. That is the job of the government. Leave it to them. As a society, our duty is to create an environment where these crimes are prevented. And prevention through social stigma, through social sanctions. And I'm so happy to say to you, I found everybody today in the meeting of the Vice Chancellors. They were enthusiastic. They gave new proposals. After I visited Vismaya's house, and when this was churning in my mind, I happened to speak to our Chief Minister. He was overjoyous on hearing. He said this idea that before receiving degree, they should sign a bond. He was childlike enthusiasm he showed. Mr. Oommen Chandy called me and he said, I want to come and meet you, former Chief Minister. He came and he said, I am one with you on this issue. Mr. Ramesh Chanitala, early morning he called me that day. The Gandhians had given the call to observe fast. Said, we are all with you. So many MPs, ministers, MLAs. And then also received calls from outside Kerala. And so many important people, they told me that this menace is hurting everywhere. So please go ahead, and we would like to have the same kind of thing in our states. These things I have mentioned because as our Vice Chancellor, Mr. Sabu Thomas, has said, you are one of the best college. And if you are one of the best college, then you have greater responsibilities. And now you are not only that you are best college, you are possibly the only college who have the FM radio. So I will request you, I will appeal to you, and I will expect from you that you will take lead in taking this awareness to that level where it becomes, the society shames people for demanding dowry. And you can do it, I have no doubt. St. Teresa College and its Radio Kochi could initiate a campaign to appeal. One more point I would like to say, because you are, particularly because now you have FM radio. Our former president, Dr. Radhakrishnan, who was a teacher all his life, and then he became our vice president and then president. He said, Karuna or compassion is the quality which is more characteristic of women than of men. He said that even men's personality, if they don't have karuna, sense of compassion, then they are like narpashu, animals in the form of human beings. But he was a great scholar. He said this sense of karuna comes to a woman naturally. For a man, he has to cultivate this quality. So I feel that we must appeal to this sense of compassion of the senior ladies who are the mothers of potential bridegrooms and brides. We must appeal to their better angels and say that how your feminine compassion can allow you, in view of that, how can you allow your son or your family to make these unreasonable demands to the bride's family? And if these ladies, senior ladies, because it is not so that a woman has only a son, she also has a daughter. Every family has daughters and sons both. So if these women stand up, then it is not difficult to root out the evil. And the young girls must be given courage that they can say boldly, Istri dhan namukko vende venda. Is that right? Yes. Now this is campus with the mass medium. Let the broadcast begin. My best wishes to all of you for the success of Radio Kochi 90 FM, and my best wishes to this college which is rated so high, and to the management, to the teachers, and to the students and alumni. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Nanni valle, Jai Hind. Say boldly, Istri dhan namukko vende venda. Is that right? Yes. Now this is campus with the mass medium. Let the broadcast begin. My best wishes to all of you for the success of Radio Kochi 90 FM, and my best wishes to this college which is rated so high, and to the management, to the teachers, and to the students and alumni. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Nanni valle, Jai Hind.